your daily updates. Newsman Dennis Daily offers his take on the events of the day in another daily video blog.
Hi, and thanks again, everybody. First of all, I want to apologize for wearing yellow because I know I look like a school bus when I do, but yellow's my favorite color, and this shirt came around in the rotation. Today we're going to take just a minute to talk about weather. Occasionally on this newscast, we've checked in with my good friend Carrie Dean in Indiana, a member of the National Weather Association and longtime forecaster. Carrie, it is of course rather pleasant here in Los Angeles today, but what is this with the Midwest getting bad weather and now cities such as Atlanta and Nashville that probably don't have a snow shovel in their garage trying to dig out from this? How often does this happen?
Actually, not very often, Dennis. The site that I was amazed by today, there was a gentleman from Indiana who was on the streets of Atlanta ice skating. So that gives you an idea of how bad it is down there. Give you another little example. 49 of the 50 states have had snow in the past 24 hours. So it gives you a general idea. Now, what's going on? Well, pretty much it's a bad winter. It's something we haven't seen. It's a cycle we're going through. We had a bad winter last year in the eastern part of the United States. And this year, many people were thinking it was going to be mild, but it is not. That was due to the El Nino, or La Nita, that appeared this year, and it just did not materialize into a warm winter for us.
Carrie, don't you get a little tired? Not to put words in your mouth, but you and I have been on the air a long time. Don't you get a little bit tired of people that if they have 2 years of anything in a row, they think the world's coming to an end?
Oh, absolutely. I question many times some of the people that come on and make comments, because on YouTube I leave some comments too, and to argue specific things with no knowledge of physics or meteorology, it's disheartening to some degree, because we aren't perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but at least we know basic physics.
Right. One final thing. I know it's hard to do long-range forecasting, but are there any trends developing that will let us know if spring is ever going to get here?
There are two trends developing that, one, I like, and two, I do not like. Number one is that the long-range models, which are fairly good, it'll still be 10 or 20 years before we have a good model. But anyway, the long-range models are saying at the end of the month there will indeed be a January thaw. The thing that I'm seeing that I don't like is that the long-range shows expanding drought from the desert Southwest going all the way northeast into the Midwest, and that is not good news.
No.
Maybe for next year.
Carrie, thanks a lot. Forecaster Carrie Dean back in Indiana talking about some of the really weird weather we've been having, at least people who don't know how to look at the history of weather. I'm Dennis Daily with your daily news update.